All right, welcome everybody.
Hey, yo!
The live stream y'all been waiting for.
That's right.
I'm Scott.
I'm Daniel.
I'm Tom.
We are in Austin at the Whiskey Academy.
Whiskey Marketing School? Wizard Academy.
Wizard
Academy.
We're in
Yes.
we're in the art gallery, wine cellar, basement kind of thing going on.
Yep.
Yeah, man. This place is wild. We're here with some really cool whiskey folks and getting to meet a lot of really, really cool people, taste some amazing whiskey. But it's time for Islay and Campbelltown.
Yeah.
So
hell yeah.
it's time to switch gears now.
Yes, absolutely.
It was awesome.
Down here we had some meetings today. We sat through and a great time, great host here in Daniel. Daniel has been a member of the Scotch Malt Whiskey Society.
How long have you been a member?
Yes, at least 6 years.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Maybe 7.
Very, very active, great supporter. Loves what we do, what Scotch Malt Whiskey
Yeah.
Society does. Buys
Way too many
way
bottles.
too many bottles.
Oh, but it's so good. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, Mark JG says Rex looks different.
Yeah. So which one of you is Rex? Yeah. Good times.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, well, they know you
It's
as
you,
Scott,
yeah,
so it's
one of us.
probably Tom.
Oh,
They
yeah,
think it looks
hey.
like Rex, yeah.
I'll fill in.
Yeah, that's fair. Just need some more. Never mind. Let's
So do let us know on the audio. We're working with one mic, so all three of us have to hit that. We do have some background noise as well. So upstairs, we're trying to ice. Oh yeah,
Let me turn off that humidifier. Yeah.
Hit that real quick. We'll introduce the first whiskey that we're going to get into here and go from there. Let us know how the sound is, though. Hopefully it's okay. There we go. That'll help. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Awesome.
The first whiskey.
You're not telling me what these are yet, right?
Well, I'll have to disclose the distillery number.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay,
because I don't have them
We don't.
memorized.
Well, don't mention. We don't mention names.
Okay, good,
on the
good,
the
good.
distillery names. So anything else goes. This is a single cask USA exclusive from Campbelltown.
Is that coming through okay?
Yeah, looks good.
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
93.213 Soliferous Sauce is the name of this one. 10-year-old Campbelltown, again,
Sure.
light and delicate profile. First fill barrel on this, 59.2% ABV. These actually, I was going to say these will be available tomorrow. They will be available tomorrow, but if you're watching right now, if you look down in the description for the YouTube video, there's a link. You can purchase these whiskeys right now.
Thank you for watching. We appreciate you supporting the channel. And as a thanks, you guys get access before everybody else in the country. So go fill your boots.
Well, except for us.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But so these are all really beautifully designed on the labels. This is a new thing, a graphic overlay behind the title of the. Is that just because the
That's
festival
right.
releases?
Well, yes, this is for our festival releases. Excuse me. You're also seeing this sort of marbling throughout our design this year. And it's really to represent the complexities of the whiskey, the natural state of our whiskeys and how water kind of mingles.
Are you choosing
with
the sort
the
of color
essential
scheme
oils.
and the oil shape based on the flavor profile?
Indeed, we are.
Oh, that's fucking nerds.
Yeah.
Oh, I probably shouldn't
That's
cuss
fine.
on that. Is that fine? Okay.
It's fucking fine.
I love it.
If Tom says it's okay, it's okay.
That's fair.
It's
All right.
okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, it smells incredible.
So
Yeah.
Thank you for inviting me.
it's great to have you, Daniel. It really is.
All right.
Ooh, nice.
Really kind of lemony, waxy, citrusy, malty.
Everything that he said.
Yeah, it's got some great minerality on the nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the minerality and waxy is falling into the same, landing in the same profile. I'm not finding anything that you haven't said, so maybe give me a chance.
Yeah. All right.
Maybe slow down, quit being so good at this.
Thanks for anchoring.
Yeah.
I'm used to going.
Yeah, no, that's the right thing to do. I mean, we got 5 whiskeys over here.
Only 5 whiskeys today.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know if we mentioned that.
There is a fruitiness to this that's surprising because I was looking for only the brine, only the waxy, and only the sweet and the caramels and the But there's this almost like soft, like apricot kind of note.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of an industrial oily
Yeah, definitely.
note. Yeah.
When you're talking about fruits,
that's
I'm getting
great.
some really lovely kind of ripe pear.
Yeah.
Man, that's very
It
nice.
reminds me of all of the dried fruit section when you're like.
And where are we
picking stuff.
flying here? We're flying at an altitude of 59.2% alcohol.
Yeah, well done grabbing water.
It smells, I mean, it's not really attacking the nose, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's nice. Nice coming out.
It's very,
Yeah.
I shouldn't say smooth.
Yeah.
It's very soft,
It's
approachable,
It's fairly
Gentle.
soft for almost 60%.
delicate.
I was gonna say calling a whiskey smooth. That's like calling Jack Daniels a bourbon. You're gonna fire some people up.
Yeah,
you know,
totally.
with that statement.
That may or may not be the goal. All right, what's in the palate?
Yep. Let's try it.
Oh yeah. Palate for me is the shape that I've been sort of figuring out, and it does this like central release that just then unrolls across mid and late palate, and both left and right just crawls across it. But it doesn't introduce anything that isn't in the nose. It's really consistent.
Tom, let me ask you, and it's coming up because the website has this as oily and coastal. Is that juicy oak and vanilla or light and delicate?
No, this is an oily and coastal whiskey.
Yeah, it is.
Did they mess up the
You know
top?
what? It's the
Oh, it
top.
does.
No, yeah, this is
It's
oily
blue.
and coastal
Oh,
for
okay.
sure. But it's the top. That
Yeah,
is
they said the wrong.
that is
Shrink
yeah.
wrap. Oh, and the
Shrink wrap
comments are
is light and delicate.
already figuring that out.
So it looks like this is a collector's item. Perfect. That's fantastic.
I am updating
You called
that.
Joe DiMaggio by the wrong
It
name.
is
Yeah.
indeed oily and coastal, just so you know, for the record.
Yeah, no, and Emma is like those colors on the top are the Bible for her. Like when
Yeah.
you look into our collection,
Yeah, for sure.
and our collection is like all these layers deep, and you can't look at all the names, so you just like scan the tops for
Yeah.
a flavor profile.
And once you get,
Yeah.
I mean, so she's going to be throwing a curveball.
Yeah, she is.
When she thinks she's getting light and delicate, and all of a sudden this beautiful oily and coastal whiskey
Yeah,
explodes.
Sean's right. We
her
took this
palate.
thing that was a collector's item that was worth like millions, easy.
Would have been.
And ripped her open.
Yeah.
Now it's only worth tens of dollars.
Right. Well, listen, on the palate, it's a beautiful intensity.
Yeah.
The texture really comes through. The spiciness just expands, and I get a lot of white pepper spice on the mid palate to finish.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It replicates a lot of that industrial
Yeah.
in the palate too, but it's very sweet. Hey, it's Joe Van Name. I know Joe.
I'm not getting much industrial, guys.
Really, not the Band-Aidy kind of.
Slight.
That's one of my
it's
favorite
almost-
things about most Campbelltowns.
To me, it's,
I would
it's
not
like
call
a-
this Band-Aidy for sure.
It's more like motor oil to me, or like an industrial.
Which is so much better than Band-Aidy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of hints of it. It's not real strong, but just a little bit of that industrial oil, machinery.
Do you guys hear, like, if there were non-whiskey people watching
I
this, there's no way that's describing a drinkable object. That's yeah.
But it's so
like that's more like a
but it's
warning.
so fucking delicious.
Yeah, it's like
you know.
it's more like a guys, kids, you don't
Yeah.
want this thing. Here's why. It's like motor oil and
Well, it's like the whole thing. Like they talk about like with cigarettes. If you were to put like these will kill you instantly, like everybody's like, oh man, I got to try that shit.
yeah.
You know, it's kind of that kind of psychology.
Is it really instantly?
Yeah.
Let me add a drop of water here on
Oh,
this and
that's
see.
that's a good idea. You want some water?
I got some here. Thank you.
Oh.
Very, very nice and very drinkable, neat though. Like, really a full palate, nice. Good call on that. The wrong color on that top label. The stripe. The
Got some real
stripe.
sleuths.
Yeah, the stripe on the bottle is the oily and coastal, and the number 10 is in the oily and coastal.
And this is clearly oily and coastal on the nose
Yeah.
and palate. I
Oh
mean,
yeah, definitely.
it's
Yep.
very typical of the flavor profile.
The nose gets softer, but also more briny with a little water.
Yeah.
It's really good.
I went right in on the palate with water. I'm not necessarily getting anything that I wasn't getting neat, it's kind of opened up, everything kind of expanded a little bit. It's almost like the saltiness is showing itself a little bit more, kind of the maritime character.
Yeah, there we are.
I can kind of see more of the stone fruits now, almost the peach and the apricot instead of a citrusy type.
Yeah, that's what was showing it to me before the water, but it's a little bit more, shows up in the palate.
Oh, yeah.
Who comes up with the name soliferous? Does someone have to like Google that shit? Or
Yes. Is the short
was it a
is
synonym?
the short answer.
Was it a synonym of another word you thought of first?
Well, soliferous is a fancy term for salty.
Yeah.
And
I know because I Googled it.
So yeah, we were able to sneak that past the old TTP.
All right.
That's right,
Well done, you.
Yeah.
Salty sauce.
Yeah. But this distillery is essentially on the harbor, right, in Campbelltown, and you have those elements of the coast there. So
yeah, is that where they're aging it too?
This cask, I believe, we purchased about 4 or 5 years ago, and moved it inland. So it spent the first few years
hung out there. Okay,
and then came to our storage facility and our warehousing in Hillington, Glasgow.
All right, again, those that tuned in late, if you're an SMWS member, there's a link in the description for the video. These bottles are available to you right now. For those that don't watch YouTube, they have to wait until tomorrow to buy this. So everybody that's watching gets early access to these bottles. That's a great bottle. It's a great single cask.
That really, the fruit richness really opens up with water.
Yeah,
it does.
Sounds cool. Nice.
All right, we'll move on to bottle number 2, and we got a special guest.
Yeah, how long are these live streams? Like 3-4 hours?
Oh, no.
Something like that.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
do we need like sleeping bags?
We're good. Yeah, we'll be done by 10 o'clock. So, yeah, we'll be good. Yeah.
That's fair.
hold on. Let's go there. I need to hide that.
Am I allowed to find my phone and Google SMWS cask codes if I don't say anything out loud?
Yes, you can. It is the worst kept secret in the
I
industry.
know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here. Well, no, you heard me say it before we went live.
Oh, I was intentionally trying to block it out. I actually have no memory of it.
Yeah, we can show you.
Yeah, that's fair. It's fun. I think that's a 2-word name.
All right.
It is
There.
a 2-word name.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. So
Okay, we have a special guest that's going to come in for the second bottle. I'm going to bow out here.
all right.
Yep.
All right.
Tom will introduce him. Let me get the banner up for the
Scott.
second whiskey that's coming.
It's been good.
You got it?
I'll be back.
He'll be back in a few minutes.
Come
we
back,
promise.
Shane.
He's
I'm
not
gonna
going
miss you.
anywhere.
Come back, Shane.
I'm gonna miss you.
But of the incredible whiskey people we've been hanging out with all day today, it is our pleasure to introduce none other than Mr. Jason.
Mr. Jason.
Johnstone.
That's right.
The Ellen.
Come on, tuck in, little buddy.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I was trying to keep my Scottish knees out of shot.
Yeah, no, you almost succeeded.
Hopefully, I haven't scared any children watching this live YouTube about single malt Scotch.
That's fair. And you come from Single Cast Nation, yeah?
I do indeed.
Yes.
I do. I come in
Welcome.
peace, though.
Yes, that's fair. Yeah, it's
Grab a glass.
rare.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I got it right here.
Oh,
You
cheers.
do yours, yeah.
Perfect. Cheers. Thank you.
But
thank
you don't.
Did I hear you say Joe Van Name is
Yeah.
listening in?
Yeah, he is.
There we go.
He was chatting it up.
Van Name, when I first saw that come through a single cast nation order, I thought it was
Scott?
just autofill.
Yeah. It's like definitely like a what is it? A lipsum or
Ipsum. Song.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. What are we touching here, Tom?
So this is our first rare release of the
Rare?
evening. Yeah. So mostly we deal in single casks, but here we have our first of several rare releases that have been published for our festivals. Rare releases are essentially ultra small batch single malts
Okay.
from different distilleries. This is Distillery 93 small batch rare release, 9-year-old. And these small batches have been put together essentially for festivals so that members all around the world can be drinking the same liquid. The single casks are exclusive to the United States, but all of the rare releases are being sent out to members around the globe.
Is it rare because of bottle count or because of you don't work with that distillery as often?
I guess it would be rare more for bottle count because the distilleries that we're working with for these are ones that make pretty frequent appearances in our single cask program. But each year, Ewan is looking for different tasted adventures to curate for our members. And these rare releases started 2 years ago in 2022. I've tasted through all of these. And you probably can tell.
Yeah. Was it today?
We've been tasting a lot of other things.
Yeah.
But this year, I feel personally like just the quality is fantastic.
Oh yeah, this nose is awesome.
Yeah, I mean the Speyside at Highland, in that Lowland, the Philosopher's Stone, which is now sold out, was killer. And this one, Distillery 93, during our festival events that happened around the country in the beginning of this month, was the most popular of all the rare releases.
So another Campbeltown.
People ordering, yeah. So another Campbeltown, but not a single cask. A marriage of all first fill ex-bourbon barrels.
Okay. So, but also not a single distillery?
Single distillery.
Okay.
It's all Distillery
But not a
93.
single okay.
All Distillery 93. Absolutely.
What do you smell?
Loveliness.
Oh,
delightfulness,
you knocked the camera.
Campbelltonness. Oh, there we go. We're back.
Wait there. Wait, hang on.
We're out. We're
No,
back.
no, that's low. How about that?
There we go. That's good. Is
that good?
That's good. All right.
all in it.
We're back.
Saved.
All right.
Say it again.
It's delicious. It's wonderful Campbelltown deliciousness.
Oh,
Now I get more of that kind of, I guess, that grubbiness to you might say.
Yeah.
I get more of it here than I did with the previous cask.
I feel like a Campbelltown is a separator for people, where some people, they smell it and they go, oh, I'm home. It's amazing. And others smell it and go, why did I fall into a damp campfire while chewing a Band-Aid?
So as you're talking about grubbiness, I'm getting a sweetness.
Yeah, me too, on the nose.
You know, there's a nice richness to it.
Oh, yeah.
One of the things Josh and I talk about is context.
Yeah.
I didn't have the first whiskey.
Yeah.
Right.
You two had the first whiskey and then transitioned into this.
It's lighter
right.
than the first one.
And sometimes that context will really twist it around a little bit.
What does the blue, dark blue mean for you guys?
Oily and coastal.
Okay. Yeah. So
One
that's
of our
what the first one
flavor
should have
profiles.
had.
So yes, that's what
Yeah.
it should have.
Okay.
Here.
This one
So
feels
the first
softer.
one should have that closure.
Yeah. This one feels softer than the previous.
Yeah.
But it's also way more dense. So there's a heaviness to this nose.
There is.
That's
Yeah,
got
without
real
doubt.
weight.
A couple of shades darker in color.
Yeah. We like to call it heft.
Heft.
You like that one?
Heft and
Nice.
weight.
Yeah.
Heft and
Bit of
weight.
heft. Almost like a motor grease. Well, what was Scott's comment on the
Yeah,
first
you
one?
said
Motor oil.
Motor oil.
Motor oil.
Yeah.
This is like even a little bit heftier
Ooh.
than that.
Petrol
Oh, man.
and petrichor.
Love it.
Petrichor's a big one.
Love it.
Right? Yeah.
Petrichor is my
I love
favorite
that one.
descriptor.
I have a song titled Petrichor.
Oh,
so
so-
I default to that one, but
One of our dear members, George Kaplan, sent me a care package. And it had a shirt that said Petrichor.
no, yeah.
And he wrote me a lovely letter basically explaining to me how the term Petrichor came about.
Yes, it's a great
Yeah,
story. Yeah.
And it was, you know, if I were to ever get down on the job, I would just look at that care package and say, people like George,
That's nice.
they keep me going, man. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really, really awesome.
They sure love Petrichor.
Well, I sure love Petrichor.
Yeah.
And he filled me in, man. It was really cool.
I feel like in Texas we have a bigger petrichor impact, which petrichor, if you don't know, is just the scent immediately after a rain and of earth immediately after a rain. And in wet climates, it's not as common because you don't get breaks, right? But like in Texas, or like you get this dry earth and
Yeah.
hills and trees, and then there's this rain, and within an hour after the rain hits, everything just opens up and breathes, and you get this explosion of scent that's oily and mineral forward
Yeah.
and herbal.
You're describing
and
this
floral.
whiskey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's perfect. Keep going.
Yeah.
I mean, because that explosion is happening on the palate.
Yeah.
with
I
this
haven't
whiskey.
tried it
Oh,
yet.
we're tasting it.
Oh shit.
Oh boy,
We're behind.
Sorry to ruin it for you guys. Oh,
Tastes like whiskey. No, it is way more impact on the palate. If you thought the nose was dense, the palate is more so.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's got physical texture to it.
I get more of the petrichor as well. For me, petrichor is also a warm pavement
Yeah.
on a summer's
Absolutely,
day. And
yeah.
that lifting. And I get a little bit of that in there. I don't know if it's quite tarry, but it's certainly almost like wet concrete kind of thing going on. Minerality
You
to
know,
it.
what is the word for when water has that viscosity where it rounds instead of cracks up to a certain point? There's a word for that edge.
the meniscus?
Yeah.
Oh.
The meniscus. So that sort of feeling that instead of a liquid just dispersing,
Yeah.
that it holds this edge and it's sort of perched, and one more drop and it'll cave in and flow over. That's what I'm feeling. Like it's just, if I add water to this, it's gonna crack, flood, and open.
Awesome.
But
Come back more often, man.
yeah.
Scott, let's get down to Austin a few more times this year.
I tell you what, though, I get this with Campbeltown. I get this with Distillery 93 in particular, is you get a full experience from it. It's the full nose to palate to finish. And it doesn't quite take me back to being at the distillery, but it's everything in balance, everything in harmony. And in this, I know we're going through pulling out some notes, but I think we're also talking a lot about texture.
Yeah,
and we're
yes.
talking a lot about experience.
Yeah.
And this is an experience in a glass.
Yeah.
Really.
There's
Just
you want to add some water?
Yeah, just in the interest of science, it's not a thing I normally do.
There is a quote from one of our Psalms that is my favorite thing ever. And he walked into the room with a really hefty, smoky whiskey. And he said, "Look, this whiskey doesn't give a shit whether you like it or not. Like is too weak of a word for whiskey. Like is for milkshakes and hamburgers. This whiskey wants you to experience it."
There you go.
And so
There you
as
go.
you taste this, I don't care if you like it. I want to know, what is your experience
Absolutely.
of it?
Yep, absolutely. That sweetens up the nose for me a little bit, elevates it a little bit.
Yeah, it definitely pulls out like the greenhouse flower garden aspect of the nose, which I never would have thought existed past that density of prior.
I just got warm sand on the nose.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, I could see what you mean by that. The palate lost a step for me because it went really sweet and it lost a little bit of the real brine and heft that I loved about that first sip, but it didn't go wrong. It got so gentle that the nose is the only thing adding drama to me.
It got different. Yeah, if you'd given me that bottle at the strength that it now is, I'd be like, that's perfectly quaffable. That's a good whiskey.
Yeah.
It's got a bit more attitude. The part where
Right.
it doesn't give a shit if you like it or not.
Yeah.
Is it the natural cast strength of it?
Yeah,
That's,
Yeah. Before that, you would just be like, look, you're not wrong, Walter.
you're not wrong.
You're just an asshole.
Right? That's a standard in our house.
nice.
My kids call me Walter a lot. A whole hell of a lot.
Do you guys do water yet?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what we
we
just
did do
did.
water,
Yeah. And that rug really brought the room together. Is it too soon for that one?
Keep them coming, man. I'm just
love
imagining the dude.
Yeah,
walking through the
Hey,
Wii
man.
tune right now. You
That's
know?
just like your opinion, man.
100%. 100%. Yep. I'm just noticing on the feed here, between my white hair, white beard, white skin, white shirt,
Yeah, you look albino.
and these lights,
Yeah.
You're an
I'm
angel.
having a hard time.
You remember
existing.
You're an angel.
Do you remember the man who knew too little? There's an albino murderer in that movie. It's like a striking resemblance all of a sudden.
Is that Steve Martin?
No, it's who's the Ghostbusters and Caddyshack. And,
Yeah, Bill Murray.
Bill Murray.
Oh,
Yeah, the man who knew too little. Yeah. Or Edgar Winter, one of the great guitar players of all time, who wished that he was one of the great vocalists of all time.
Oh.
But was an albino rock and roll blues guitar player. I mean, I don't know why we've gone.
Yeah, I
down
know,
that
right?
path.
Never
Yeah.
caught him.
Yeah. Roy Orbison,
Yeah.
famous albino.
Yeah.
Don't know what we're doing anymore.
Yeah. Is it whiskey somewhere related? Is it-
I'm getting a graham cracker crust in the finish.
Oh,
I kind of want to go back to full strength.
no, papaya.
Right.
Okay.
Papaya just
No?
jumped. So
Oh.
I was trying to look for the graham cracker, and
Yes.
the fruit took over. You see what I mean?
I
I
just
smell that.
Man, that's a hell of a bottle. For those of you who are watching and are interested in this bottle, go get it because there are not a lot of these left.
Yeah.
We're tracking numbers live.
Can I just
Yeah,
hoard this
I mean-
one pour and
Yeah.
for later? Since
Save it, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
okay,
We
I'm
have
just gonna
plenty of
cover it
glassware in front of us.
with a slab of cheese from
Yeah.
the other side of this table to keep from stealing.
Right.
I feel like we need to try some more whiskeys.
All right.
Yeah.
Will I give this back to Scott?
Oh, you're
Jason,
leaving.
thank you so much, man.
Thank you, chaps.
Awesome.
Oh,
Awesome.
Lovely.
Great seeing
Thank
you.
you.
Yes, that's
Cheers.
fair.
Cheers. Cheers.
I'll save the next sip for you.
All right, so those are our two Campbelltown expressions.
The real Slim Shady is back.
There we are. Sweet. I love it, man. You are the real Slim Shady.
What's your name?
Marshall.
That's right. All right, hand me one of your clean glassware.
Oh, I was just gonna say, because Tom kind of mentioned it, that there's not too many bottles of that
Right,
left.
yeah.
After we
Mm.
had the outturn, the preview tasting for the festival bottles, that
Yeah.
one was a big hit.
Yeah, there may
A
be
lot of people
40
ordered.
bottles on the website.
Yeah,
right
from
now.
what, 200 and some, wasn't there?
120 at least.
Oh, 120.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Viking barbecue.
yeah,
Viking
that's a-
barbecue. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great release. So anyway, let's
And
get
you know,
on.
for the statisticians out there, that's heavily peated Glen Scotia, which is, maybe 15 to 20 parts per million. So not terribly heavily peated, but for them. Yeah.
Nerd alert. I need a glass from you.
Shut up, Richard.
Yeah.
you need 3 glasses.
Okay,
For you.
should I pour some?
We're all 3.
Should I pour some?
Let's go on
whiskey?
to the next one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and those tuning in, again, these whiskeys are available right now. There's a link down below in the video description on YouTube. You can click on that link. You have early access to these bottles. You don't have to wait until 1 p.m. tomorrow.
All right, we are on Islay now. We have
Mm.
crossed the water, and here we are on the northeast corner of the island.
Oh,
All
all right.
Portiscade.
Earmuffs.
Yeah.
Don't
La la
listen.
la 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 la.
Oh, sorry.
Who wants to-
No,
Well,
I
he has a
it's
choice
fine.
of a few now. I mean,
Yeah.
Isla's
There's a
becoming
couple
more
right
and more
there.
crowded.
Yeah,
So
it's very
um,
dense.
this is cask number 53.478.
All right.
This is a single cask, 264 bottles, 12 years old, 57.6% ABV, entitled Winter's Green. And
Does that mean it has like peppermint?
let's get into it.
Okay.
You're about to find out, man. A very, very pale color.
That is very pale color.
Super pale.
We won't say the cask number. You can see what it is down there below.
Wow, that is green forward.
This is a light.
How old is that?
This is 12 years
Oh
old
man, never in a million years.
in a refill hoggy.
I would have said
Um,
under 8, under.
So, I mean, look at this color. This is a fairly inactive cask, I would say.
Yeah, that's the grain is really strong on this one.
Yeah, you
Oh.
do get it.
That is a beautiful intensity.
Yeah. Citrusy though. Peaty. This is in the lightly peated category.
It's considered lightly peated by our tasting panel.
Yeah.
Anyone who's ever hosted a society event knows that these flavor profiles come with a bit of
The disclaimer.
discussion.
Disclaimer, discussion.
But I'd say in the context of this distillery, this would be
That
a
is
lightly peated
true.
expression
That
from
is
this
true.
distillery.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Probably still though on that upper of the lightly peated scale on the upper end of that.
Yeah, this is well beyond a 66 or even a 4.
Minty.
Yeah, I get why you said why would you say why they call the right winter's green in the direction of spearmint or winter mint, you know. But it's really there's in a million years, if I was doing this on a blind assessment, never would have picked 12 years old, would have failed that across the board. It's so the grain is so vibrant and so rich that I'm not getting the huge cask impact. I'm getting the grain first.
Yeah. Well, this is I mentioned a refill hogshead. So,
Yeah.
I mean, is this 5th, 6th use? Maybe.
Yeah. Are we trying?
I did. I took a sip, man.
I'm still nosing.
That one jumps in on the palate right up front. Citrusy notes, lemon meringue, kind of smoked lemon meringue.
Yes.
If you had if you were smoking some barbecue and you put a lemon meringue pie on the smoker,
As one does.
Yeah, man.
Yep, right.
Yeah, because you tripped.
We had.
You're
I had
oh crap! The dessert drop.
I had a piece of lemon meringue today.
That's right.
Some of these marvelous food.
Oh
that we
man,
have here.
that would be perfect. Yeah, you got to try this one, man.
Oops. Already.
No,
Yeah.
very
No,
good.
so, okay, there are in the direction of like Killoman and these sort of younger Islay distilleries where grain is really strong and prominent. You don't often find that in the others because they're so accenting the age statements that you lose some of the grain. But this one, the grain is really front facing. Are you getting that? Yeah. And I like it. I didn't develop that preference until I started making whiskey. And you have to develop a palate for new make to understand, quality analysis and quality and so you start to be like, oh, this is good new make. And then your brain quickly translates that into, oh, this is good whiskey. And all of a sudden, these young grain forward, Irish Waterford and these like, all of a sudden there's really grainy whiskeys that everyone else is like, they're so young, they're so grainy. You're like, no, man, that's really high quality grain. Yeah. And this one has hints of that for me. As it sits, more of the longer notes that you were talking about show up for me, but they didn't show up at first. Everything you said, I'm having to like be patient and let it come to me. Mm-hmm. Have you tried this before this moment?
Yes.
Okay. Do you get to like prep and like write notes?
Sometimes
Okay.
Sometimes I don't usually write notes anymore. I will.
We tasted these last night.
Get an idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you at least had some context.
Oh yeah.
So this is your second approach.
Yes.
Do you feel like the grain is lesser on the second approach?
No, I think it's exactly the same.
Okay.
Very surprised, and I think the peat is definitely on the palate as this one. This is lightly peated for the distillery that we're talking about here. We haven't said it yet. We don't want to spoil Daniel's fun. But yeah, for this distillery, it is lightly peated, but it is on that upper end of the lightly peated scale as well.
Add some water.
Well.
I did not do that. Hey, finally, that really like burnt, bitter char is showing up on the end of the palate for me all of a sudden. Like I just swallowed that one while you were talking, and all I have left is like the ashiness of the finish of eating a burnt, charred piece of something.
It's almost ashtray, almost cigarette ashtray.
Yeah, it is really ashy.
It's not meat. It's not like burnt ends or anything.
No. Oh my God. There's no way I'm going to say this and it comes across as positive, but it feels positive to me. I'm going to say it anyway.
Great. Go for it.
Sometimes you're in a great conversation while smoking a cigar. You set it down in the ashtray and you're just like really engaged and you reach down and the cigar's rolled a little and you pick it up and you put it back in your mouth. And you put the ash end and you're like, oh, whoa, no, wrong ends. It's sort of that direction a little.
All right. Ashy.
But good.
Little bit, I would go Andy, almost milk chocolate Andes mint here.
Andes
for the
candy.
Yeah, okay.
All right, yeah, nice.
Wow, you guys are finding real subtlety and nuance.
Yeah.
And a drop.
Oh, the palate.
Wow, now that you mentioned
water.
Andes candies, like that is such a powerful like memory for me.
Yeah.
As a kid, like with my grandparents,
Oh,
like
yeah.
grabbing them out of the dish and everything. Oh man.
With a little water, everything they're saying about chocolate and
Yes.
comes exploding to the front.
Yeah.
Ash, all gone with water. All gone. Yeah, that's really cool.
Citrusy, a little bit more of the citrusy notes showing, I think, with water.
I can't get out of Andy's mint.
Right.
After you said
Powerful. Yeah.
it. Jason, you want some water?
No,
Nope.
not after what happened last time.
This one changes. It improves. I think it improves.
That's great. This is from what we've been seeing from this distillery recently, this is a really cool departure, I would say.
Yeah.
So we've seen a lot of like more intense ex-bourbon, meaning
Classic.
more active casks
Yeah.
in the aging. And we've also seen a lot of sherry. And this is like a really cool, almost like a naked expression of the distillate.
Yeah. I'll be excited to
Really,
find out
really cool.
post this what it is I'm drinking. But it's a really fun
That's it.
exploration.
That's a good one.
I think it's one of the better
Winter's Green.
non-sherry influenced, just ex-bourbon cask distillery 53s that we've had.
Yeah.
It's at the top of
I would agree.
of the range there.
Well,
Yeah.
That's
That's a really nice one.
distillery 53. Do you know that one?
no, I don't. I don't have any of them memorized
Good for you.
at all.
So Daniel is
No,
The
there's no way.
perfect-
That's
he's
wrong.
the perfect member in that he has nothing memorized, and it's just every single bottle he opens is a flavor.
Yeah.
adventure. So
I feel like I should. I own a lot of it.
You-
but
you do
But
own
I
a lot of it.
intentionally try not because.
That's-
Okay, so
that's
wait,
cool,
hang
man.
on.
That's very
The
cool.
ethos of SMWS is something that I fell in love with, which was forget all the baggage that you bring to the table when you see a brand, read a name, look at a label, look at a bottle shape, approach something new, fresh, give it a chance to be seen on its own without any preconceived ideas of what it should taste like. And to me, that's the core ethos of SMWS. And so I have aggressively gone out of my way to not remember codes. I look them up because I'm only human.
I mean, I don't remember them either. It's
Yeah,
okay. It's
but
okay.
but I don't like every once in a while I'll say, 34. I know 34. And then I look it up and I'm like, no, that's not 34. Shit, I remembered it wrong.
Do I know 34?
I don't know.
You
34.
should.
That was not
I
used.
know
very much.
35.
Yeah, I
33.
don't know. I'm just saying.
34.
What in the hell?
Yeah, you-
I don't know. Look it up. Yeah.
33 is a good one. A lot of people know 33.
Yes, everybody knows 33, Scott. Thank you.
I don't know 33.
Everybody knows 33, except Daniel, of course.
Yeah, because I think I'm more in the spirit of SNWS. in this
You are
moment.
the perfect student
Yes.
of SMWS.
Oh.
Oh, hang on. We moved on to another bottle. So let's talk about this first.
Yeah.
I have this bottle sitting in my office right now.
All right. So Daniel
That was
took
part of the
advantage
shock
of
drop,
our
right?
shock drop,
Yeah,
and he bought that bundle. So
Yeah,
he has this. This is going to be your first time tasting it.
may have bought 2 of the bundles.
So this is Distillery 10 rare release entitled Smugglers Spoils. So actually a stone's throw from the last distillery we tasted in the same little corner of Islay. And this is a blend of ex-bourbon and sherry casks. So another one of those single malts, which is a bit of a departure from what we typically do with the single cask, but really gorgeous. Could you remind me of the breakdown on the casks? Is it Oloroso?
Ex-bourbon and second fill Pedro Jimenez.
Excuse me, Pedro Jimenez casks.
Hey, wait, is it all the same distillery?
Yep,
Okay.
Distillery 10. Yep. So these are all single malts, essentially.
Oh, there it is. I was looking for the small print.
Yeah. Look for the small print.
I'm trying to think of who does a normal Pedro Jimenez. And it's only...
Well, there's very little that's normal about the society. You know, like we're kind of dealing in the quirkiness.
But is that a 10? Yeah. That's the only one I know. That's a really easy to access Pedro.
This one is in the heavily peated profile. As
Yes, heavily peated.
It smells like it.
Capsule is correct.
It's very
It's
sweet,
all good.
as well as being super smoky.
Nutty,
Excuse me.
dark fruit, really richness. I mean, I can't necessarily pin anything down at this point, but it's a darker, smoky, meaty, nutty.
Have you ever had the experience in smelling high proof where the nose feels kind of closed to you?
Yeah.
Like you know it's there, and you're sort of picking up on the image of things that might be possible. But when you try to pinpoint something, it feels like it shifts a little and it stays closed.
It's frequently used in the wine world.
Okay.
Wine would be closed.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
So
cool.
I get that with a lot of SNWS, where because the proof is so high, and it's
Right.
holding, because those ethanol molecules, the more there are, the more they hold compounds, and so it feels dense is the wrong word, because it's not a lot of flavors and really densely packed. It's like there's a lot going on, but it's sort of like holding back from you, and you're trying to reach it through a veil.
And maybe some water will release a bit of that.
Yeah, but I'm
But
afraid
also-
that it changes the palate.
But also
too much.
time in the bottle. Right.
Yeah.
So you just
Does
need
it
to
just
create
rest?
some space and wait a couple weeks and then go back
Oxidation.
to it. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna try.
But no,
some.
I say the same thing with our whiskeys, really. And it's kind of that single cask strength format when you get into those really high ABVs, and it's so compressed, and there's
Yeah.
so much in there.
Yeah.
Once you get some water on it, or you dilute it, just
Relaxes.
let it relax.
You know,
it opens up, and you really sometimes it'll start to show itself.
And Jason was talking earlier about context, right?
Mhm.
And we taste through these whiskeys so quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've mentioned this at a lot of my
And
events.
the order is
where
everything.
it's like, it orders everything, but it's a quick taste. It's a flash in the pan as far as how your palate is interacting with this whiskey. And really, it would behoove us to sit with all of these whiskeys for a while.
Yeah.
Right?
Hour
Yeah.
and a half.
Exactly.
2 hours.
Exactly. So we do the
Yeah.
best we can, but it is a very, very quick
Get,
assessment.
get down to the empty glass and
Yeah.
let it kind of sit, and then
Wake up
just
the next
smell.
morning,
Yeah,
go smell it.
Yeah.
Don't wash your glassware. Cheers to you both.
Cheers.
Thank you for having me. This
Cheers,
is really
man.
fun.
This is really cool. And this is a beautiful nose. Now I'm starting to get into like barbecue land for me.
There's
Like-
okay. Everything's in the palate.
Is it? Because there's
Yeah,
a lot
yeah.
on the nose. There's a lot
No,
on the
no,
nose.
but it opens up in the palate as your body heat evaporates. It explodes plum and fig, and then you can taste like the burnt edges of it, like you were heating them up over a campfire.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
beef.
yeah.
That's beef
Yeah.
burnt ends. We were talking.
That's
about.
burnt
Yeah,
ends.
brisket,
The one before was more like cigarette ash.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, that's
This
good.
one's
proteiny.
Yeah,
Very-
it's meaty.
Yeah.
This is a meaty dram for sure.
Big old hunk of cow just sitting there.
I'm gonna add
Nice.
a little because I'm really
Just-
looking for that nose to open up for me a
Don't
little
add
bit.
too much.
the dark.
I'll add as much as I want, Tom. You're not the boss of me.
Oh,
You're not my
man.
mom.
He's been like this all day, folks.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh man, that's a great nose.
Yeah, I'm getting almost some sweeter fruits, though, like some raspberries, like that blueberries.
Oh, that
coming
shows
out.
up. Okay, A/B compare because you didn't water.
No water.
A/B
yet.
compare because this one, all the raspberry you just said
Oh, really?
dominates
Just on
Raspberry, like
on the
bramble
nose
fruit.
Oh, okay.
compared to yours. See how much more open that is on
Yeah.
fruit.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
See what I mean?
A blackberry tart.
Yeah,
Fruity. Yeah.
That PX
Yeah.
is coming through.
Little-
that's some. Did you add water?
I added a little bit, but
Okay,
Little tobacco on the nose show.
really
with the
jumps
water.
out.
yeah.
Well, I might as well.
It's definitely aromatic. Like if you're doing pipe tobacco, that's an aromatic flavored
Yeah.
tobacco.
Hey, Jonathan. Oh.
Oh,
We're almost.
Where is he? He's like hiding.
yeah,
He's hiding in the.
that was kind of creepy.
Sorry, we got another special guest coming up. I wanted to make sure he was close by. He was.
Do you want me to vacate?
That's
No,
we're
I'm
not
gonna
ready
get him.
yet.
I'm gonna get him.
No,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
We've got.
But I will
we've
take
got
a pour
we've got
of
few
this
minutes.
fine beauty
Oh, yeah,
before
absolutely.
Fuck yeah! You want me to pour for you?
I may sit back on the bench
Wait,
or something.
Am I allowed to pour as a guest?
I think so. I think you should.
All right. Wait, let me finish this look like?
I mean, this is.
I would make some.
I don't want to
snarky-
like.
make some snarky
I don't want to blow
comment.
through this because this distillery 10 is.
Do you have a
gorgeous
medallion?
whiskey. That's really good stuff.
Yeah.
All
Look, if you don't have a medallion, I mean, are you even a whiskey person?
A medallion, I mean, like
Yeah,
some big
yeah.
clunky thing to
Yeah,
wear.
just huge.
just bling, just
Yeah.
like whiskey bling.
Yeah.
You know, with water though, I don't know that I've necessarily like it opened up more notes. It's kind of still the same.
No, it's characteristic.
Same-
I prefer it
same
at
palate.
cask strength.
I think I did.
For
Really?
sure.
Yeah, I think so too.
No.
Yeah.
You're both wrong.
No,
Which is fine.
What little I may sacrifice on the nose.
Yeah.
The palate is just like fucking phenomenal. It really
Yeah.
just explodes sideways.
I don't know.
So
For me, if I was
I would
marking
drink
this
it neat.
with my hieroglyphs,
Yeah.
it would be a straight up arrow with water next
With
to
water. Okay. Fair enough, man. All right, so we got
Is
a
this
few.
it?
That's it.
That's the one.
That's the last.
Smoke.
Yep. That's the one
Right,
we've
one,
been
two.
waiting.
Yeah. Okay,
for.
we're gonna pour
again.
one for Jason.
Yeah.
Just give him a taste, just as like two little.
Yeah.
You're pretty light on that pour, man.
You know,
I'm safety
Pretty
first.
light, you know?
Do you want more?
You know, is it two fingers. There's 2 fingers. Come on, let's do
Jesus.
this thing.
Tom
You
got
guys
2
are
fingers on this
hardcore.
one last night.
I had 4 fingers in this one last night, didn't I? Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Look, I'm trying to be responsible.
Jason, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. All right, I'm gonna get
25.
Hold on. I haven't showed the banner yet. This is
Oh.
all right. Final
Wait,
whiskey of the night.
And a guest.
Special
Wait,
guest.
let's get the guest first.
Okay, yeah, come on in.
Yeah.
Saddle up, son. Tuck in.
Come on, get on up, get on up on in there. All right, Jonathan Licorice from Iron Root Republic. He was down here today, spent the day with us out of Denison, Texas, making some really good bourbons, corn whiskeys, all kinds of good stuff coming out of Iron Root Republic.
Thank you. That's kind of you to say.
Yeah. Not bad for an almost Oklahoman.
That's right. Or Southern Canadian.
Southern Canadian.
Can I just say real quick,
Mm.
this dude's bourbon is off the chain.
It is.
Yeah.
Hopefully coming to a society bottle.
Yeah, it is.
We'll be working on that.
So wait, Jason,
He got one.
you got one? How do I have an extra glass right? Oh, I didn't give you one. You brought your
Oh,
own.
there you go.
Okay.
I'm a distiller.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
So-
Jonathan is the master distiller at Iron Root Republic and just doing some good stuff. So.
This is what's going on right now.
Let me get the banner up there. Where are we at? Distillery 29 release, our 5th and final whiskey for tonight in the Islay and Campbeltown releases. Again, real quick, if you're tuning in and you didn't hear me earlier, these are available to you watching right now. There's a link in the description for the video. You can click on, you can go get these. Everybody else has to wait till tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern time. Everybody that's
I
watching
know.
gets early dibs. You know that
That's
one?
Emma's favorite number.
You know number 29.
Yeah.
Smell it from here.
Yeah, there's a quote in my circle, which is someday that Emma will look at me the way she looks at 29.
Distillery 29.
Yeah. Any day now. Yeah. Oh,
Well,
man, you showed up.
Perfect timing.
Perfect
every
timing.
time. Yeah.
I'm sure.
60% of the time.
Every time.
Yeah. You damn gingers. Always showing up for the glory pour.
How's Nordberg doing?
We need
Doctor
some
says he's
t-shirts.
got a 50-50 chance of making it, but there's only a 30% chance of that.
That's exactly right. Oh, the nose is great on this. I don't think
Oh,
that you guys, I just want to.
that's
fun.
that's the nose of the night.
Oh, where did it go? No. Where did the bottle go?
That's the nose of the night right there. That is really. You don't even have to get your nose up in the glass on that one.
No, you could smell it while we were pouring it.
Sweet, dark, peaty. This is heavily peated as well. Odd for a 25 year.
Shocking.
Yeah.
That's very wine cask forward. What is this in? Probably should get the bottle back out.
I think it said Olo, but
Refill. This is a rare release, a small batch, several casks from Distillery 29.
Yeah, but what's the
Cask breakdown is refill hogsheads.
Thank you.
And first fill STR Oloroso Barrique.
Oh yeah.
good Lord.
First fill. Yeah, that's about right.
STR being shaved, toasted, recharred.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Was it really Swan that sort of kicked that off? The shave toast recharge, or was that industry standard before him? Oh, Jason, bring it in.
So Jason has thoughts.
Yeah.
So in the old days, it was D-char, rechar,
Yeah.
right?
It's a scrape and char. Yeah.
And then STR came in, but it came to be about Portuguese red wine casks.
Specifically.
And now STR has evolved to be about shaved, toasted, recharred.
It's about the
Eddie
barrel.
casks,
So
right?
So when you look up and you Google the early days of STR, they all talk about wine.
Yes.
All of them.
Yes.
And STR assumes wine.
Yes.
But modern STR does not assume wine. It's cask treatment.
There was a Lowland distillery with STR bourbon casks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Say
Okay.
more.
So now STR shave toast recharge. I shave toast recharge a barrel at our distillery.
Bourbon's my favorite type of wine.
That's fair. Me too. Yeah. It's the best of the wines.
Yes.
Yeah.
The corn wine.
So see, beard action going on. So I tried to shave toast recharge on a barrel of ours. So I pulled the head off and shaved all that out. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna heat toast it. And so I got one of those flame torches and right in. But I forgot about airflow. So it just went on a U shape in and out the other side. And I lost like a third of my beard to like crinkled, shrunk beard hair. Yeah. We did end up filling that barrel with whiskey though.
A little birdie you in there.
A little burnt hair.
Yeah, I'm getting it burnt.
Yeah.
Is that Band-Aid?
Yeah, no, that's Daniel's burnt beard.
So
Yeah, that's different than STR. Yeah.
Vortex 1988 says to get Iron Root to Benny's. Damn it. LOL.
Benny's?
And Duke
Come on
I'm
now.
familiar with Benny's.
Yeah, you are.
Duke McHale says we need Iron Root in Michigan. Please.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, wow. About to be a busy boy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Vortex says at this rate, my first Iron Root will be from the SMWS.
It might be easier to get.
I deserve that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair. Well played.
That would land a little. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's get in on the palate.
Cheers. Yeah.
There we go. Cheers, sir. Gentlemen.
Cheers. Cheers.
Oh yeah. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Jason.
Cheers.
Mm.
Cheers.
We'll
We're
see that.
celebrating.
Dude. No, I already did that.
No,
I generously this is by far my favorite profile of the lineup. Even though if you had asked me, and I know I love this one, I would have defaulted to Campbelltown because I love Campbelltown. But this one is so perfectly balanced with the richness and meatiness and the sweetness.
The fruit's
Well-
what I didn't expect.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this level of peat. There's a lot of peat on
Yes.
that
Yeah. It's delicious.
for 25 years old.
Yeah. Normally that
is-
softens
I know.
pretty heavily.
It is all over the palate.
You got to know that's one of those barrels that they kept trying and being like, oh, nope.
Yeah.
Set it aside. And then the next year, like, oh, Jesus, that was overly heated still.
Yeah, 5 more years.
Yeah. This would hold its own with half the age statement
Oh, yeah.
on peat level.
Yeah. Rich. I mean, it's still a great finish on it. It's still in there hanging around. Meaty, little leathery, little tobacco, dark fruits, salty,
Yeah, I get all of those
salty
things.
meats.
This is
I'm just listening to him and nodding. You have anything to add?
still salivating.
Yeah, it is. I am getting like salivation
We call
after
that
finishing it.
juicy. Is that?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Juicy.
Yeah.
I'm still going. Yeah, like I haven't taken a sip,
I have one
but I'm
word.
still salivating.
Sophisticated.
Yes.
It has got so many things going on.
Yeah.
In perfect harmony. Like,
It smells of
Yeah, but-
sophistication. Is
but
that
here's
what
the
you're
thing.
missing on camera.
Yeah, but normally when you think sophistication, you think, like I and Pinky in the air. And like, I'm sophisticated. Oh, sophisticated. I don't like this one. It smells like the middle class.
Splendid.
Yes. Yeah.
It's
But
splendid.
A little Bill Cosby in there.
Yeah.
A little bit.
yeah, but it smells like the river. No, but this is sophistication from someone who's like earned it because of, the wars.
So maybe
Yeah.
the term is integration.
Yeah.
Integration. Because
Like-
it is just, it has so many different aspects going on in unison.
I get that.
You know?
There are titles that are given because you're in the right place at the right time and you got money. And then there are titles that are handed down because you've fought your way through like a jungle. And this is like an earned title instead of a bestowed title.
Yeah, right on.
Are you going to tell Emma we have this one?
No, I have to because
I
I still love her and want her to stay with me.
I don't want to.
No, there's no Lefroy down there at all. Though.
I don't want to add a drop of water, but I'm going to because
Okay.
that's what we do.
Yeah. And
Mm.
how about you keep yours and I'll add water.
That way, if you screw yours up, I'm good.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
I like
It's
that.
gorgeous neat.
And if it's better, we trade.
Really,
Split
even
the difference.
Yeah.
the peat level on this, but even the ABV at 56.3 is high too for a 25 year.
Yep.
Good peat,
Yeah.
good ABV, great.
So do
balance,
they
great
understand
finish.
that? Like, help me understand this. But you guys know, the higher the proof you release from UK, more taxes you pay, and it's a graded radiant, right? Like, there's a chart.
Not for
Is-
the US, no. Not for
Oh, okay.
not
So
for the
once
US.
it comes to the
50 above or below.
okay, but in UK there is, right?
No.
No.
That's the U.S.
Okay. I really am getting the gradient wrong on that then, because I was like, no, it takes guts to release higher proof stuff.
Yeah, for Australia, yes.
Okay.
It's a gradient scheme over there.
Is there something like a raspberry chalk?
Yes.
Almost like
Absolutely,
a-
there
a
is.
dark fruit kind of dry.
Well played. Raspberry chalk. Who comes up with a raspberry chalk out of thin air?
I've never had raspberry chalk.
I know.
Are you supposed to eat them?
I really don't know that I want raspberry chalk. Yeah. But that nailed it because it really is dry and dusty, but
Yeah.
there's definitely fruit notes in that.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of like red currant things going
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Try it with the
Yeah.
water dash added.
Yeah. and that's
Palate
with-
loses
that's
a
with
step.
water. You think?
Ooh,
The nose
the
doesn't.
meatiness comes out on the nose.
Yeah, the nose explodes. The palate sort of does this sort of like hold and then release. Like a stutter step. Like when you reach for a step that's not there, and you sort of do a catch your body action.
I like it at cask. I like to get punched in the mouth a little bit though.
Yeah,
so-
that's fair.
Mm.
You what now or later?
Yeah, probably later.
Okay,
After this.
that's fair.
Yeah. Gorgeous. Great finish. Great palate.
That's
I don't-
beautiful.
I don't think the drop of water hurt it. Still good. It was good, neat. I know I'm not going to add any more water.
It's good either way. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
I fear what 2 drops would do.
It got really peppery at the end with a little water added. Like a load of black
See, if I
pepper.
keep doing this, he keeps letting me try it, then I'll drink all his and have mine left.
Do the shovel. Which glass was
Yeah. You see what I mean?
I like the pepper.
Yeah. It jumps out. I'm just going to take that back from here.
Yeah. Gorgeous.
That's really fun.
That's a whiskey of the year candidate right there.
I would tell you what it's called, but it's no longer here to, reference for those of us who are, drinking it.
What was that? A deer? Oh, it's probably nothing. Let's drink. You from your glass, me from mine.
Yeah, that's right. Odorless and tasteless. Dissolves instantly in liquid.
King powder.
Oh, that's fun. Thank you for inviting me on to this gathering.
Tommy, Jason, come on in.
Thank you for
Get
inviting
in
me.
here. We'll wrap this baby up.
Oh, man.
You got a bench back here.
Yeah.
So no, thanks to everybody that tuned in. Jason, Great to have you.
Thank you, sir.
Daniel, great to have you.
Yeah, cheers. Thank you.
Jonathan,
Thanks for coming,
Appreciate
boys.
it.
Yep,
Thanks
yep.
for coming.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you.
All around.
Yeah.
This is
I'm having
delicious.
whiskey in my glass.
Oh,
Someone else smoke.
what?
Wait, you have to find the bottle that you hid.
Remember, as we say on the back of every Scotch Malt Whiskey Society bottle, our whiskey's not for swigging, glugging, or knocking back. Please drink responsibly. Cheers.
Rock and roll.
Slàinte mhath.
Slunch.